Hey guys, welcome to my channel, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you are subscribed to all of my YouTube channels for a well-rounded point of view on life. Answers by Queen Spirit. Sorry, that air was loud. Answers by Queen Spirit and Queen Spirit 1126. So, I was supposed to post this yesterday, guys, but I was tired, so here we go. Attitude number 3. This is finishing up the attitude for February. So for you guys, we have our advantages up here, any blocks to that advantage, and then over here we have the next opportunity. You'll be able to kind of use your advantages to make the most of it, basically. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's start with our advantages. Okay, so we have the King of Wands in reverse and the Six of Swords. What I'm feeling here with these two cards together is that you're very good at moving on. If it's a stagnant energy, if it's an energy where people aren't doing what they're supposed to do, energy where people are being selfish, kind of unruly, you're good at removing your mental and emotional self from the situation. That's what I'm getting. All right, so what else do we have for advantages, Spirit? What else do we have for advantages? Wise one. Grow within your current situation. And then at the bottom we have snake, shed old skin. So these are advantages, and this is exactly what I was talking about as far as moving on from things that won't work for you. So we got shed your old skin. One thing about an attitude number 3 is that you guys are very versatile. You're able to change what you think, who you are, based off of, the current situation, right? You know how to use current situations to your advantage. You're somebody that really knows how to get in a crowd and make people feel like you belong there. Now that is an advantage. Just because somebody accepts you into a crowd doesn't mean that you belong there. And I think a lot of times attitude number 3s get confused with that energy of, hey, these people are accepting me, as opposed to, hey, like I'm in this group or region or whatever for a specific reason. Because the truth is, no matter where you go, people are going to accept you. You're somebody that knows how to read people, so you understand what to say to them, and you really understand how to be in the moment to make them either respect you, like you, whatever, to get your point across. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards. All right. Pull a card for each situation. I don't know why Spirit wants me to look at this. Page of Discs. So in reverse. So I don't know if there's something that looks like an opportunity that actually isn't. Anyway, let's keep on going. Let's put some cards for snake. Shed old skin. I also get a vibe. Yeah, I also get a vibe here that you guys have been betrayed. That's why the snake is there as well. Yeah, look at that. The star, healing. Okay, so you guys are, man, what I feel right now, just looking at these cards, look how you guys got 3 major arcana just come off right off the bat. You guys are good at placing judgment on people, and I don't mean that in a bad way. People say, oh, you shouldn't assume, oh, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. But the truth is, if I told you right now that, man, I'm going to go get my pillow and my blanket, and man, my bed would probably feel so soft. Chances are I sound like I want to get in bed. Now, is it safe to assume that that's what I want? Yeah, common sense would assume that. So a lot of times when people say don't assume, it's really a little bit extra. And you will find yourself in manipulative situations if you don't make the correct assumptions, which you guys do. What I'm getting from this judgment is that you guys have a serious ass call. I told you, somebody's shady in your life. Right back to that snake. Double sevens, This is the star. The star is 17, 8, and then we have 20 for judgment. Okay, so technically we do have 3 7s right here, right? And a 2 and a 1. I'm sorry, y'all. It's whatever. The way my brain works with numbers is just, it's different. But anyway, 7 is a major number here. This is all about you. So a lot of times, as an adult or as a human being, period, our perception of ourselves comes from other people. The issue with this is that they're not always right, or maybe we're not always being ourselves. In this situation, you are going to be who you need to be for the moment in time, that you need to be it. Not saying that you're changing up yourself, is that whatever group or situation you're in, people are going to assume that you're made for that situation because that's what your attitude number proposes. It's so fucking crazy. Like, y'all, this is like seriously a fucking superpower. Attitude 3s, I think that you guys have like the best fucking advantage. And so with that, you have to be careful of your own powers of persuasion and manipulation, okay? So advantages, I feel like you guys are healing, moving on from something tragic, moving on probably from somebody being a liar or a thief or something like that. Just moving into your calling in general and healing. So you guys have found the thing that you want to do. Don't get distracted by how people feel you should be or who people think that you should be. All right. So this is our blocks right here. We have Knight of Swords and we have the High Priestess. Knight of Swords can be very quick to judgment. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can move in anger, right? And the High Priestess keeps a lot of secrets, okay? So one block I'm saying for you guys is that you may not be completely and totally honest with people around you, like how you feel, what you think when you become angry. And what this eventually ends up doing is putting you in a place of resentment and then making you walk away altogether. When at the end of the day, it's really your fault. I don't mean to say it like that, but it's really your fault for not representing your true self. Don't get caught up in all of this. Oh, well, I'm here, when in Rome, do as the Romans. I mean, you should follow Roman law. But, if they like to mistreat their women or some shit like that, when in Rome, don't do what they do. There's right and there's wrong. You have moral and an ethic. What was I about to say? Responsibility. You have a moral and ethic responsibility to always live by your morals and ethics, okay? It's your responsibility. It's nobody else's responsibility. All right, so I get some kind of wayward commitment. Spirit said pick the one on top. Self-acceptance and sacred plan. I get a little bit that you guys aren't trusting the plan that you're on. We got listen deeply here. What's under this? Honesty and communication. You don't have to tell everybody, right? What you want, what you need. You don't. You don't have to do that. But you do have to be vulnerable to those people that you love. You have to. This sacred plan, I'm getting at you guys literally. You don't share your plans with anybody. You don't feel like people would support you. You feel like you're the support system of everybody else. And listen, you have to make this attitude number work for you. Every single thing in life is a double-edged sword. There's nothing that's all positive. There's nothing that's all negative. This is something that I really, really want to push to people. You know how they say more money, more problems. You make more money, you get more shit, you have more bills, you have more responsibilities, you have people looking at you like, can I borrow $1? Can I have $1? I know you got it. People want to be around you just because what you have. You know what I'm saying? And whether you guys have money or not, this is a personality. I don't know why I want to say defect that other people see in you. Like, hey, Everybody likes you, so I could just use you or some shit like that, right? You have to accept that you are not a crutch for other people. One of your blocks is allowing people to depend on you when you don't have it in you. You just don't. Allowing other people to kind of pave your way for you, right? So let's say it's an instance, you're like, okay, I'm gonna start this group, right? Maybe a Facebook group or some shit like that. I don't know what y'all starting groups on these days. And you're like, okay, I want to make this group about mental health. And somebody comes in and they're like, oh yeah, mental health, it turns into spirituality. You can't have mental health without God or some shit like that. And you're like, maybe I should add God in. Maybe you shouldn't. Your original plan was to make this about mental health. And people with mental health don't necessarily believe in God or anything like that. So why attach that to it? You get what I'm saying? And so it's kind of living in the expectations of other people. That is what I'm getting. Living in this expectation. People expect me to do this. So let me see. All right. So what other blocks do we have, Spirit, for my attitude number 3s? Okay, so we got 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands. 3 and 5 is standing out, and so is the number 2. On top. 8 of Pentacles, great. And we got the Magician at the bottom. So, another block. You guys work for things, right? It's so crazy because 3 plus 5 is 8. And then, I don't know, I was thinking 2 minus 5 is -3. And that -3 is you not living in your correct space. And then this 3 of Wands came up in reverse. Like, you cannot make this shit up. Spirit be. Anyway, 8 and 8 is 16. That comes to the 7. That's what we were talking about before. And 2 and 5 is also 7. So, what I'm getting right now is with this self-acceptance it's all about you. You need to change your attention from outward to inward. It doesn't matter how hard you work. If you're not doing it for yourself, you're never going to be satisfied. And here's why. People are never fucking satisfied. Remember that story? And I don't remember the name of the story, but I always think about this when trying to solve other people's problems. It was a boy, it was a donkey, and it was a man. The donkey rode by themselves. People complain, oh, that old man needs a ride. The old man rides it. They're like, oh, the little boy needs a ride. They both get on. They're like, oh my God, that poor donkey. Literally, they tried it every way and nobody was satisfied. So make sure you guys remember that story. Please look it up. I don't know what it is. Because that's how life is. People, they're going to go out of their way to find a way to complain about shit. That's just how human beings are. They're like, how can I see the negativity in the situation and don't feed into that? Other people's conflict is none of your business. If you don't like what I do, just stay the fuck from around me, period. That's how I feel. Anyway, moving on. So, we have the Strength card and both the Page of Discs, both in reverse, right? So this is the next opportunity. You're going to be able to take advantage of your skill set. These advantages we talked about in the beginning. Somebody is going to try to, or it could be something. It could be an event, a job, a person. I don't know. But there's definitely this energy of trying to trap you in a corner, making you feel like you aren't as valuable as you actually are. Making you feel like, oh, you should just take this, like an innocent person taking a plea deal. You get what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. And they're like, oh, well, they got all this evidence against you and da-da-da-da. And you're like, well, I really wasn't there. Like, I literally was not there. And they're like, no, but they have all this shit against you. You should just take the plea deal. right? I'm sorry, y'all. That is the example that came up. So what I'm getting here is that you deserve much better, and somebody's gonna try to lowball you, but it's not only like, hey, I'm not gonna pay you your word. It's kind of this idea of bringing you down, like they want to knock you down a couple notches. Honey, somebody needs to be some math. So yeah, so in the beginning we talked about your ability to move on from things, your ability to heal, literally from snakes. Called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. And then on the bottom we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Spirit said, get into that intuition, honey, because at the end of the day, you can read people so well. You already know what they're going to say before they fucking say it. So trust yourself. And then we have this idea again of being called to something, right? We have an archway here. We have a doorway here. It's time to move through that. We have the number 2 popping up over and over again, right? The number 2 is about your connection to your guides, specifically your spirituality. And that shit starts from inside and then it reaches outside. So it's almost like this ever connecting, it's like your silver cord. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it comes from inside and then it reaches outside. And if you are blocking your spirituality inside because of what people are saying, what people are doing, how people don't believe in you, how you're pushing other people, they're not pushing you, it could cause a major block with reaching them outside of your body in a different dimension. Right? So let's see what this opportunity is. Spirit, what is this opportunity? I just saw the 9 of Cups. I feel like somebody's trying to get y'all drunk to say some things that you shouldn't be saying. Somebody's trying to take some kind of power into their own hands. I feel like a major setup. I can't even. And it feels like it's been going on for a while. It's almost like over here we had the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, and it's showing up as conflict through work or conflict through somebody trying and going out of their way to kind of keep conflict going. Somebody working for conflict. What I'm getting is somebody is going to try to hold on to you, and it's been a long time coming. This person has tried to keep you trapped, keep you in their arms, right? I'm also getting with this King of Pentacles or Earth, whatever it's like, King of Discs here, that this could also be you holding on to the things that you love, holding on to your own opportunities, holding on to your own money. So on one end, I get you doing what you have to do to hold on to your shit. Long time coming. Spirit says just keep holding on. And on the other end, I get somebody who is very possessive, somebody who's a liar, and somebody who wants to kind of like trap you, right? It's been a long time coming. This earth energy is definitely giving me a real stubborn vibe. So this may be somebody that you kind of feel like you've been going head to head with, you've been going up against, and it's almost like they're going to make a move to keep you in control, right? Because with this Strength card in reverse and the Page of Discs in reverse, it's like this shady ass opportunity. Somebody's trying to present a shady ass opportunity to you that's going to serve their ego and serve the things that they want. Okay, so just be careful with that because it's definitely an ulterior motive. And you already know that. Spirit says, trust your intuition. Okay? Trust your intuition. Move in your intuition before it makes sense. Because after it makes sense, a lot of times it's going to be too fucking late. All right? So, you guys have a serious event coming up that's really going to detach you from some snakes in your life. Whether that's a snake-ass energy or a job or whatever. That's all I have. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you next time.